without even laying a finger on her. Yep, I'm talking about creating that irresistible pull, no touchy-feely stuff involved. And no, this isn't some fairy tale or cheesy pickup trick. It's rooted in real, powerful psychological principles that any guy can learn to master. So hang tight, because I'm about to reveal the secrets to turning her on without so much as a single touch. Today, we're uncovering the art of igniting desire through your presence, your energy, and your mindset. There's a misconception out there that attraction is purely physical. Guys assume it's all about how you look, what you wear, or how you act. But here's the truth. One of the most powerful ways to turn a woman on is through non-physical connection. When you master the ability to stimulate her mind, make her feel understood, and ignite her emotions, you tap into something much deeper than mere physical attraction. This is where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism isn't about being cold or detached. It's about being in control of yourself, your emotions, and the energy you bring into a room. That kind of stability is magnetic, especially in a world full of distractions and superficial interactions. When you learn how to embody this power, you can create an irresistible pull that leaves a lasting impression. Today, I'm sharing 8 Stoic-inspired principles that can help you master the art of non-physical attraction. These aren't gimmicks. They're timeless techniques that help you cultivate confidence, presence, and the ability to connect on a deeper level. 1. Command presence with silence. When most guys try to impress a woman, they fill the air with noise, talking too much, cracking jokes, or over-explaining themselves. But here's a secret. Silence is one of the most powerful tools you can use to create intrigue. A man who knows when to be quiet commands attention effortlessly. He exudes confidence because he doesn't feel the need to fill every gap with words. Silence works because it builds tension. When you're not constantly talking, she's left wondering what's on your mind. This curiosity sparks a sense of mystery, which is inherently attractive. Think of it this way. Every great movie has moments of stillness that pull you in. The same applies to conversation. Silence makes her lean in, both literally and figuratively. However, mastering silence doesn't mean being cold or distant. Use your quiet moments to observe and listen. When she's speaking, give her your full attention without interrupting or rushing to reply. This shows that you're genuinely interested in what she has to say, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Women are incredibly perceptive, and they can tell when you're truly present in the moment. Lastly, let your actions speak louder than your words. The Stoics believed in leading by example, not persuasion. If you carry yourself with purpose and self-assurance, you don't need to say much at all. Your energy will do the talking for you, and that's far more powerful than any pickup line ever could be. 2. Master the art of emotional stability. Emotional control is a cornerstone of Stoicism, and an incredible turn-on. Women are naturally drawn to men who remain calm and composed, especially in stressful situations. Why? Because stability signals strength, and strength breeds attraction. When you're the calm in the chaos, she feels safe and secure in your presence. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending you don't care. It means learning to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. If something bothers you, take a moment to pause and reflect before you act. This ability to stay grounded, even when things don't go your way, shows her that you're in control of yourself, a quality that's irresistibly attractive. Another aspect of emotional stability is being unshaken by her tests. Women often test men's patience or confidence to see how they'll react. This isn't manipulation. It's a subconscious way of gauging your character. If you can handle her teasing or occasional mood swings with grace and humor, you'll stand out as someone who doesn't get flustered easily. Lastly, remember that emotional stability is about more than staying calm during conflict. It's also about being consistent in your behavior. When your actions align with your words, and you're reliable no matter the situation, you become a source of trust and dependability in her life. That's a level of attraction no superficial charm can compete with. 3. Radiate confidence through purpose. Confidence isn't just about how you carry yourself. It's about knowing where you're going in life. When a man has a clear sense of purpose, it shows in everything he does. Women find this incredibly attractive because it signals ambition, focus, and direction. You don't need to have all the answers, but you do need to be working towards something meaningful. Having a purpose also changes the way you interact with her. Instead of trying to impress or win her over, you approach the relationship as an equal, someone who's already fulfilled and happy on their own. This self-assuredness is a breath of fresh air in a world full of needy, validation-seeking behavior. When she sees that you're chasing your goals, she'll naturally want to be a part of your journey. But let's be clear, pursuing your purpose doesn't mean ignoring her or putting her second to your ambitions. It's about balance. When you show her that you can stay focused on your goals while still making time for her, you demonstrate maturity and the ability to prioritize effectively. That combination is rare and irresistible. Finally, purpose gives you resilience. When setbacks happen, you don't crumble because you have a bigger vision driving you forward. This determination is inspiring and contagious, making her not only attracted to you, but also motivated to pursue her own passions alongside you. 4. Build connection through authenticity. Authenticity is one of the most underrated forms of attraction. In a world where so many people try to fit into molds or follow trends, being unapologetically yourself is a bold and refreshing move. Stoicism teaches us to live in alignment with our values and to prioritize integrity over image. When you show up as your true self, flaws and all, you create a sense of trust and intimacy that's incredibly magnetic. Start by being honest in your communication. This doesn't mean oversharing or saying whatever's on your mind without a filter. It means speaking with sincerity and clarity. If you're interested in her, let her know. If you're not sure about something, admit it. Authenticity is about being real, not perfect. Another way to build connection is by sharing your vulnerabilities in a controlled, thoughtful way. Opening up about your struggles or lessons you've learned shows her that you're not afraid of your emotions. This level of honesty creates emotional intimacy without needing physical touch. It's about showing her who you are beneath the surface. Finally, embrace your quirks and individuality. Your unique traits are what make you memorable. Whether it's your sense of humor, your passion for an unusual hobby, or your unconventional perspective on life, don't be afraid to let it shine. Authenticity isn't just attractive, it's unforgettable. 5. Cultivate mystery and depth. Mystery is the art of leaving her wanting more. When you reveal everything about yourself too quickly, you lose the element of intrigue. On the other hand, when you share parts of yourself gradually, you create a sense of anticipation that keeps her hooked. One way to cultivate mystery is by being selective with your stories. Share experiences that reflect your values and character, but leave some details for later. For example, if you're talking about a trip you took, hint at an unforgettable moment without diving into the full story. This not only keeps her curious, but also makes future conversations more engaging. Depth comes from having meaningful interests and passions. A man who's well-read, curious about the world, or deeply invested in his hobbies naturally exudes an air of mystery. She'll want to know more about what drives you, what inspires you, and what you're passionate about. Lastly, mystery isn't about playing hard to get. It's about pacing the connection. When you're confident enough to let the relationship unfold naturally, you create space for real chemistry to develop. This patience shows her that you're in control of your emotions and that you value quality over speed. 6. Inspire her with your composure. Composure is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools of attraction. It's about staying cool, calm, and collected no matter the situation. Whether you're handling a stressful moment or simply navigating a conversation, your ability to remain poised speaks volumes about your character. When you're composed, you create a sense of security around you. She knows she can rely on you to handle challenges without losing your head. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means managing them in a way that reflects thoughtfulness and strength. Composure is also about maintaining boundaries. When you respect yourself enough to say no when necessary, you show her that you value your time and energy. This self-respect is incredibly attractive because it sets a standard for how others should treat you. Finally, composure is about embracing discomfort with grace. Whether it's a difficult conversation or an awkward moment, your ability to navigate it confidently will leave a lasting impression. Women are drawn to men who can handle life's ups and downs with steadiness and resolve. 7. Exude patience in every interaction. Patience is an underrated quality that has the power to make you stand out in any interaction. In a world where everyone seems to be in a rush, taking the time to slow down and be present can have a profound impact. Patience isn't just about waiting. It's about maintaining a calm and collected demeanor, even when things don't go as expected. Women notice when you're unhurried and deliberate, and it sets the tone for a deeper connection. One way to demonstrate patience is through your listening skills. Don't interrupt or rush to fill silences. Let her finish her thoughts and take a moment to process before responding. This shows her that you value her perspective and are genuinely interested in understanding her. The simple act of waiting before you speak conveys thoughtfulness and self-control, two traits that are deeply attractive. Patience also applies to the pace of the relationship. Resist the urge to move too fast, whether emotionally or physically. Building trust and attraction takes time, and by letting things develop naturally, you create a sense of anticipation and excitement. A man who's willing to wait for the right moment shows confidence in the connection and doesn't come across as needy or overeager. Finally, remember that patience reflects your inner stability. The Stoics believed that impatience comes from focusing on things you can't control. When you embrace patience, you signal that you're secure in yourself and don't rely on external validation. This calm, composed energy is magnetic, making her feel comfortable and drawn to your presence. 8. Inspire her with intellectual curiosity. Intellectual curiosity is one of the most compelling traits a man can have. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about having a genuine interest in learning, exploring, and growing. Women are naturally drawn to men who are curious about the world because it signals depth, creativity, and an openness to new experiences. Start by expanding your horizons. Read books, watch documentaries, and dive into topics that challenge your thinking. When you bring unique perspectives or intriguing ideas to the conversation, you spark her interest on a deeper level. She'll be drawn to your passion for knowledge and the way it enriches your outlook on life. Curiosity isn't just about what you know. It's also about what you're willing to learn. Ask her thoughtful questions about her passions, experiences, and opinions. Show her that you're genuinely interested in what makes her tick. These types of conversations go beyond surface-level banter and create a strong intellectual connection. Lastly, let your curiosity lead you to shared experiences. Suggest trying something new together, like taking a cooking class, exploring an art exhibit, or going on a nature hike. These moments not only create memories, but also give her a glimpse into your adventurous and open-minded side. A man who's intellectually curious inspires her to see the world in a new light, making the connection both exciting and meaningful. Turning a woman on without touching her isn't about tricks or gimmicks. It's about embodying the qualities that create a deep, psychological pull: confidence, emotional intelligence, purpose, and authenticity. These principles not only make you attractive, but also help you build meaningful, lasting connections. If you're ready to unlock your full potential and elevate your relationships, hit that like button and subscribe for more. This is Brothers the Stoic, reminding you that true attraction starts from within. Until next time, let's get real for a second. Before you tie the knot, there are a few things you absolutely need to check off your list. And no, I'm not talking about finding the perfect wedding hashtag or picking out matching towels. I mean the real, raw, and sometimes uncomfortable stuff. The kind of things no one tells you, but that truly prepare you for a lifetime with someone else. Because once you say, I do, life isn't just about you anymore. It's about the two of you. So before you share a toothbrush holder, let's make sure you've lived, learned, and laughed a little, and maybe even messed up along the way. Stick around, because I'm about to break down the must-do things before you get married. Some of these might just surprise you. 1. Marriage is a choice, not a goal. Here's a big one to kick things off. Marriage is a choice, not a goal. And I know this might sound a little controversial. Society loves to tell us that marriage is the ultimate milestone, as if life is some sort of timeline where happily ever after is the grand finale. But here's the thing. Marriage isn't a prize you win or a box to tick off your life list. It's a decision, a massive one. And when you see it as a choice instead of a finish line, you're more likely to make a choice you won't regret. When I was younger, I definitely thought marriage was the endgame. There was this unspoken rule that if you weren't married by 30, you were somehow behind in life. I'd go to weddings and feel like everyone else had cracked the code to happiness while I was still searching. The pressure was intense. I even had a friend who got engaged just because it felt like the next logical step. Marriage was on her checklist, right between buying a house and having 2 kids by 35. But deep down, she knew it wasn't the right match. The relationship eventually ended, and it was painful. She later told me she wished she'd seen marriage as a choice, not something she had to do to feel complete. The truth is, marriage isn't a status upgrade or proof that you've won at love. It's a commitment to build a life with someone. And that's not a decision you make just once. It's a decision you make every single day. So, if you're only getting married because you feel like you're supposed to, you might be setting yourself up for regret. But when you choose marriage because it's what you truly want, not because of societal pressure or timelines, it becomes meaningful. That's when it's a choice you'll never regret. Here's the real talk, you're already whole. Marriage doesn't complete you. It's something you choose to add to your life. If it's right for you, choose it wholeheartedly. If it's not, don't rush into it. Remember, it's not a goal to achieve. It's a choice to make. And it's one that's absolutely worth waiting for. 2. Build a support system beyond your partner. Next up, let's talk about something that might feel a little controversial. Having a support system outside of your partner. We've all grown up with the idea that the right person will be your everything, your best friend, your therapist, your fitness buddy, your partner in crime. And while it sounds romantic, it's also an enormous amount of pressure to put on one person. The truth? No single person can meet every emotional, social, and mental need you have. And that's okay. Trust me, you'll want and need a strong support system outside of your marriage. Friends, family, mentors, these are the people who were there before your partner, and they'll be there to ground you when things get tough. I learned this the hard way. Early in my relationship, I thought my partner had to be my everything. We were inseparable, and I leaned on him for everything. But when we had our first big fight, I felt utterly alone. Why? Because I'd let my friendships fade, and I didn't have anyone else to turn to. That experience taught me an important lesson. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you stop being your own person. Your friends and family bring out different sides of you and remind you who you are outside of your relationship. And sometimes you need someone who can give you an honest perspective that your partner just can't. Having a strong support system isn't a betrayal of your relationship. It's actually the key to making it stronger. Think of it like a table. If it only has one leg, it's bound to collapse. But with multiple legs holding it up, it's steady and secure. So nurture those friendships, make time for family, and keep those connections strong. Your partner doesn't want to be your everything, and they shouldn't have to be. The healthiest relationships happen when you both have full, balanced lives, together and apart. 3. Date the wrong people. Now, this next one might sound counterintuitive, but trust me, it's important. Date the wrong people. Yes, I said it. Go out there, meet people who are completely wrong for you, and maybe even date someone your friends secretly call red flag Riley. It might sound like a waste of time, but it's not. Dating the wrong people teaches you invaluable lessons about what you need and what you can't tolerate in a partner. Sometimes you don't know what you want until you experience exactly what you don't want. Let's be honest, if you've always played it safe and only dated people you thought were marriage material, you've probably missed out on some critical life lessons. The truth is, dating someone who challenges you, or maybe drives you a little crazy, can show you what's really important to you in a relationship. I had a friend who once dated someone who checked all the boxes on paper. He had a great job, was polite to her family, and looked perfect in holiday photos. But she felt completely disconnected. She realized that while he met all the shoulds, he lacked the things she really needed, like humor and emotional depth. That relationship taught her more about herself than any right relationship ever could. The wrong relationships also help you develop boundaries, learn to communicate better, and recognize your own patterns. Maybe you'll notice that you're drawn to people who don't treat you well, or maybe you'll see that you've been settling for less than you deserve. Either way, Every wrong person helps you get closer to figuring out what kind of partner is right for you. And here's the kicker. Dating the wrong people also helps you appreciate the right person when they finally come along. After all, how will you know they're the one if you've never experienced what not the one feels like? So don't be afraid to get it wrong. Swipe right on that questionable profile. Go on that awkward date. And let yourself learn from every misstep. Because when you do meet the person who fits into your life like a missing puzzle piece, you'll know it wasn't luck. It was all those wrong turns that led you there. 4. Live a little before you settle down. Before you commit to forever with someone, make sure you've had the chance to live a little. And I don't mean just traveling the world or ticking off items on your bucket list. I mean experiencing life in all its messy, unpredictable glory. Have you ever taken a risk just to see what happens? Have you stayed up all night talking with friends about your wildest dreams? Or maybe made a spontaneous decision that didn't make sense to anyone but you? These are the moments that shape you into the person you'll bring into a marriage. Marriage is about sharing your life, but you need to have a life to share in the first place. The more you know about yourself, what you love, what you value, what you can't stand, the better partner you'll be. You'll walk into your marriage as a whole person, not someone looking for their partner to fill the gaps. I remember a time when a close friend decided to move to a new city just because it felt like an adventure. She didn't have a plan or a job waiting for her. She just went. And in those years of figuring things out, she discovered so much about herself. By the time she met her now husband, she knew exactly what she wanted in a relationship because she had spent time figuring out what she wanted in life. Living a little doesn't mean you have to do something dramatic like quit your job or backpack across Europe, unless that's your thing. It just means saying yes to experiences that help you grow, even if they scare you a little. Because when you've truly lived, you'll enter marriage with a sense of confidence and clarity that makes the journey so much better. 5. Learn to be alone. This might sound odd, but one of the most important things you can do before marriage is learn to be comfortable on your own. That means enjoying your own company, making decisions without someone else's input, and understanding that your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else. When you know how to be alone, you don't go into a relationship looking for someone to complete you. Instead, you're bringing your own wholeness to the table, and that's what makes a partnership strong. I once had a friend who hated being alone. She went from one relationship to the next, always looking for someone to fill the silence. But over time, she realized she wasn't really getting to know herself because she was always focused on someone else. So, she took a break from dating, spent time figuring out her passions, and learned to enjoy her own company. When she eventually met her partner, it was a relationship built on mutual respect, not dependency. Marriage is a beautiful partnership, but it's also a commitment to share your life with someone, not to lose yourself in theirs. So take yourself out to dinner, travel solo, try that hobby you've always been curious about. When you can enjoy your own company, you'll bring so much more to your relationship. 6. Understand that love isn't always enough. This one might sting a little, but it's something everyone needs to hear. Love on its own isn't always enough to make a marriage work. Love is the foundation, yes, but a lasting relationship needs more than just feelings. It needs effort, communication, respect, and shared goals. Think about it like building a house. Love is the strong, steady foundation, but without walls, a roof, and everything else, it's not livable. Relationships are the same. No matter how deeply you love someone, you'll still face challenges, arguments, compromises, and the unexpected twists life throws your way. I remember a couple I admired growing up. They were high school sweethearts and seemed so in love. But years later, they split up, and it shocked everyone. When I talked to one of them, they explained that even though the love was still there, they had grown in different directions. They wanted different things out of life, and neither was willing to compromise. The lesson here? Love is vital, but so is compatibility, shared values, and a willingness to grow together. It's not enough to just love someone. You need to like who they are as a person, respect their choices, and be willing to put in the work, even when it's hard. Marriage is less about feeling in love every day and more about showing up for each other, especially on the days when love feels like a choice rather than a feeling. And when you combine love with commitment, communication, and respect, that's when you build something truly unbreakable. 7. Learn to forgive and be forgiven. Let's face it, no matter how perfect you think your relationship is, there will come a time when you or your partner messes up. It might be a small mistake, like forgetting an anniversary, or something bigger that shakes your trust. Either way, forgiveness will be essential. Forgiveness isn't about pretending something didn't happen or sweeping problems under the rug. It's about acknowledging the hurt, addressing it, and making a conscious choice to move forward. And just as importantly, it's about learning to accept forgiveness when you're the one who made a mistake. I once met a couple who had been married for over 30 years. When I asked them their secret, the husband said, "We forgive each other. A lot." He told me that over the years, they'd had arguments, misunderstandings, and moments when they didn't see eye to eye. But their willingness to forgive kept them together. Holding on to resentment can be toxic, not just for your relationship, but for your own peace of mind. And forgiveness doesn't mean you let people walk all over you. It means choosing to value the relationship more than the mistake, as long as both people are willing to grow and learn from it. Marriage is a long road, and there will be bumps along the way. The couples who thrive are the ones who know how to forgive, and who are humble enough to ask for forgiveness when it's their turn. The choice is yours. Marriage isn't about finding someone to complete you or rushing to meet a societal deadline. It's about choosing the right partner and building a life together, day by day. It's about love, yes, but it's also about effort, respect, and a deep understanding of yourself and your partner. Before you take that step, give yourself the time and space to grow, to learn from your mistakes, and to figure out what truly matters to you. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Take time to live your own adventures. And remember that your worth isn't defined by whether or not you're married. You're already whole. And when you're ready, truly ready, you'll see that marriage isn't about the perfect Instagram post or checking off a box on a timeline. It's about making a choice every single day to love, support, and grow with your partner. So whether you're dreaming of your wedding day or wondering if marriage is right for you, take a deep breath and trust the journey. When it's the right time and the right person, you'll know. And that's when marriage becomes not just a step forward, but a leap into something truly meaningful. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real talk like this. And remember, the best choices in life come when you're living authentically, not on anyone else's timeline. In a world full of dating apps, social media, and constant distractions, getting the attention of a woman, let alone attracting her, can feel like an impossible task. But here's the truth. It's not about looks, money, or even status. Attraction runs deeper than that. It's about how you carry yourself, the energy you project, and the way you make her feel. The good news? These are skills that can be developed. Some of you might be skeptical, thinking, why would I try to attract someone who's not interested in me to begin with? That's a valid point, but it misses a key aspect of human interaction. Initial disinterest doesn't mean permanent rejection. Most people form opinions quickly, based on surface-level impressions. But these impressions can change when they see a different side of you, your confidence, your depth, and your ability to stand out from the crowd. In this video, we'll explore 6 powerful principles that can shift the way women perceive you, even if they weren't interested at first. These aren't gimmicks or manipulative tactics. They're timeless, proven ways to spark genuine attraction by becoming a man of high value. 1. Master the art of confidence. Believing in yourself is the cornerstone of attraction. When a man exudes confidence, it signals strength, independence, and self-respect, traits that are universally attractive. However, it's important to understand that true confidence isn't about being boastful or seeking attention. In fact, overcompensating often reveals insecurity. Real confidence is calm, steady, and rooted in a deep sense of self-worth. It's about knowing your value and standing by it, whether others recognize it or not. Developing this trait starts with accepting yourself as you are right now. That doesn't mean settling for mediocrity. It means acknowledging where you are on your journey while striving to improve. Take care of your physical and mental well-being. Exercise regularly, Eat well, and invest time in activities that challenge and grow you. As you make progress, you'll naturally feel more capable and assured in your abilities. Body language plays a huge role in projecting confidence. The way you carry yourself often speaks louder than your words. Practice standing tall with your shoulders back, maintaining relaxed but steady eye contact, and speaking clearly without rushing your words. These simple adjustments send a clear message. You're comfortable in your own skin, and when people sense that, they're drawn to you. Lastly, confidence is about detachment from external validation. Don't let your self-worth depend on whether others approve of you. This isn't about ignoring feedback. It's about staying grounded in your own values and goals. When you stop trying to prove yourself to others, you create an aura of independence and self-reliance that's undeniably attractive. Paradoxically, the less you seek attention, the more you'll command it. 2. Be intriguing, not predictable. Predictability is the death of excitement. If a woman already knows exactly what to expect from you, there's no challenge, no mystery, and ultimately no spark. The truth is, attraction thrives on curiosity. To truly captivate someone, you have to keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next. This doesn't mean playing games or being deceptive. It means revealing your layers slowly, in a way that keeps her engaged. Think about the people you're naturally drawn to. They're often the ones who seem dynamic. People with stories to tell, experiences to share, and passions that inspire. To create this sense of intrigue, focus on showcasing the different sides of yourself. Maybe you're career-driven but also have a creative side, like writing, painting, or photography. Maybe you enjoy adrenaline-fueled activities but also appreciate quiet moments of reflection. These layers make you more compelling because they show depth. Another way to avoid predictability is by engaging in meaningful conversations. Skip the small talk. Instead of asking basic questions like, "What do you do for work?" Try something thought-provoking, such as, "What's the most memorable moment of your life so far?" These kinds of conversations not only capture her attention but also allow her to see you as someone who's genuinely interested in understanding her on a deeper level. Lastly, be intentional about your interactions. Don't give everything away too quickly. When you leave certain details about yourself for her to uncover over time, it builds anticipation. Think of it like watching a great movie or reading a gripping book. The best stories are the ones that unfold gradually, keeping you on the edge of your seat. If you can create that sense of intrigue, you'll stand out in a world full of predictable, surface-level interactions. 3. Develop emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a game-changer when it comes to attraction. While physical attraction might catch someone's eye, emotional connection is what keeps them engaged. Women are naturally drawn to men who can empathize, listen, and respond with authenticity. It's not about being overly sensitive or trying to fix her problems. It's about creating a safe space where she feels understood and valued. The first step to developing emotional intelligence is mastering the art of listening. When she speaks, give her your full attention. This means putting away your phone, maintaining eye contact, and genuinely engaging with what she's saying. Don't just nod along. Ask thoughtful questions that show you're invested in the conversation. Listening isn't about waiting for your turn to talk. It's about making her feel like she's the most important person in the room at that moment. Another aspect of emotional intelligence is learning to pick up on nonverbal cues. Pay attention to her body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. Sometimes, what someone doesn't say is just as important as what they do say. If you can read between the lines and respond accordingly, you'll demonstrate a level of emotional awareness that sets you apart from others. Finally, emotional intelligence requires self-awareness. You need to understand your own emotions and how they influence your actions. If you're stressed, angry, or insecure, those feelings can bleed into your interactions and create unnecessary tension. By managing your emotions effectively, you show that you're in control of yourself, a trait that's both attractive and inspiring. 4. Pursue your purpose. Few things are as magnetic as a man who knows where he's going in life. Purpose gives you direction, focus, and a sense of fulfillment that others can't help but notice. It's not about how much money you make or the title you hold. It's about having something meaningful to strive for. When you're driven by a clear sense of purpose, you radiate an energy that's impossible to ignore. Start by identifying what excites you. It could be building a career, launching a side hustle, or pursuing a personal passion like music, fitness, or community work. Whatever it is, commit to it wholeheartedly. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It just has to matter to you. This commitment not only gives your life structure, but also shows others that you're proactive and ambitious. When you focus on your purpose, you naturally become more confident and disciplined. These qualities are incredibly attractive because they signal that you're not just drifting through life, you're taking charge of it. A man who's passionate about his goals inspires others to be better, too. Women are drawn to this kind of energy because it shows that you're self-sufficient and capable of providing stability. However, pursuing your purpose doesn't mean neglecting relationships or becoming obsessed with success. Balance is key. When you can show her that you're driven but also have room in your life for meaningful connections, you become a complete package. You're a man who's not only building a future but also willing to share it with someone special. 5. Build and maintain mystery. Mystery is one of the most underrated aspects of attraction. When someone knows everything about you right away, the excitement fades quickly. On the other hand, a little bit of mystery keeps things interesting and leaves her wanting more. It's not about being secretive or distant. It's about letting her uncover your layers at her own pace. Start by being selective about what you share. You don't need to reveal your entire life story on the first date. Instead, focus on meaningful conversations that allow her to get a glimpse of who you are without giving away too much. For example, instead of listing all your accomplishments, talk about the values or experiences that shaped you. This not only makes you more intriguing but also encourages her to ask questions and dig deeper. Another way to maintain mystery is by keeping certain aspects of your life private until the time is right. This could be as simple as not sharing every detail of your daily routine or holding back on some of your future plans. The key is to create a sense of anticipation. When she feels like there's always more to learn about you, the connection stays fresh and exciting. Lastly, remember that mystery isn't just about what you say. It's also about how you act. Confidence, restraint, and the ability to leave her wanting more are all part of the equation. Think of it like a great book or movie. The best ones keep you hooked because they reveal just enough to keep you intrigued while leaving plenty of room for discovery. 6. Be comfortable with rejection. Rejection is a natural part of life, yet so many people fear it to the point that it paralyzes them. But here's the thing, the way you handle rejection says more about you than the rejection itself. Women are drawn to men who can face setbacks with grace and resilience. It's a sign of strength and maturity, two qualities that are universally appealing. Instead of viewing rejection as a personal failure, see it as a learning opportunity. Maybe she wasn't interested, or maybe the timing wasn't right. Whatever the reason, it's rarely about you as a person. Sometimes, walking away with confidence and respect for yourself leaves a stronger impression than trying to force a connection. Handling rejection well also means knowing your worth. Desperation and neediness are instant turnoffs because they signal that you're placing your value in someone else's hands. When you respect yourself enough to move on without bitterness or anger, you show that your confidence doesn't depend on external validation. That kind of inner strength is incredibly attractive. Lastly, understand that rejection isn't the end. It's often just the beginning of growth. Every rejection teaches you something, whether it's how to approach someone differently or what qualities you're truly looking for in a partner. Embrace the process, and you'll come out stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the connections that truly matter. Attracting a woman who initially seems uninterested isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally draws people in. Confidence, emotional intelligence, purpose, and mystery are all qualities that make you magnetic. Not just to women, but to anyone who values authenticity. If you're serious about leveling up your life, start by working on yourself. When you focus on becoming the best version of who you are, attraction happens naturally. For more tips and insights, hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, it feels like everything around us is evolving. from the technology we use to the way we communicate and interact. Yet, despite all this change, some truths remain constant. These timeless principles shape who we are and how we navigate life. One of those truths is this: a man must be prepared to handle himself in any situation. It's not about being perfect or fearless. It's about being capable, dependable, and resilient when life demands it. There are certain skills every man should master, skills that transcend time and culture. These aren't just survival tools or outdated traditions. They're essential abilities that define strength, leadership, and integrity. Regardless of the era we live in, these skills remain as relevant today as they were centuries ago. Why? Because they speak to the core of what it means to be a man, a protector, a provider, and a person others can rely on when it matters most. Now, let's address something that might cross your mind as you watch this video. Some people may feel that highlighting these skills or emphasizing the importance of being a strong man promotes toxic masculinity. That's a fair concern, especially in today's social climate where traditional roles and expectations are being re-examined. However, the goal here isn't to glorify harmful stereotypes or create a divide between genders. Instead, it's to acknowledge an uncomfortable truth. Many modern men are struggling to find their footing. We're in an age where weakness has become normalized. Countless men have been misled into thinking that masculinity is something to suppress or apologize for. They're told that men and women are completely interchangeable, that there's no difference in their roles, strengths, or responsibilities. But ignoring these differences doesn't erase them. It just creates confusion. Strength, whether physical, emotional, or mental, isn't toxic. It's a virtue. And learning to harness it responsibly is what separates strength from recklessness. This video isn't about putting anyone down or enforcing outdated norms. Instead, it's about equipping men with the tools they need to thrive in a complex, unpredictable world. These 6 essential skills are designed to help you become a better version of yourself, not just for your own benefit, but for the people you care about and the society you're part of. So, whether you're just beginning your journey or looking to sharpen the skills you already have, this guide is for you. Let's dive into the 6 essential skills every man should develop to not only survive but excel in life. 1. Knowing how to fight. It doesn't matter if you're a businessman, a doctor, or a comedian. If you don't know how to fight, you're missing a fundamental part of masculinity. Avoiding street fights or senseless brawls is wise, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't know basic fighting techniques. Imagine you're walking down the street with your wife, and someone slaps her on the butt. What would you do? Calling the police isn't enough in that moment. You can't just stand there and wait. Ignoring it completely would mean losing both her respect and your self-respect. Nobody should be able to harm or disrespect the people you care about without consequences. Unfortunately, many modern men would choose to walk away and rationalize their inaction. But as a man, one of your primary roles is to protect. Turning a blind eye in situations like this means compromising your honor and neglecting your role as a protector. The rule is simple: avoid fights whenever possible. But when the situation leaves no other choice, you must know how to defend yourself effectively. A well-timed punch, executed with skill and precision, can make all the difference. But don't fool yourself. If you don't know how to fight properly, you could end up hurting yourself more than your opponent. So take the time to actually learn how to fight. 2. The ability to diffuse conflict. This skill is an essential companion to knowing how to fight. No matter how physically strong or skilled you are in combat, the real test of character lies in your ability to prevent conflicts from escalating. Resorting to violence should always be your last option. A man who can calm a tense situation, restore order, and maintain dignity without throwing a punch demonstrates true maturity and leadership. Consider this. When emotions are running high and tempers are flaring, it's easy to react impulsively. But reacting without thought often makes the situation worse, not better. The ability to step back, assess the dynamics, and apply calm but firm persuasion is a hallmark of true strength. This doesn't mean being passive or avoiding confrontation. It means taking control of the situation in a way that commands respect. Think about how alpha male gorillas manage their groups. When the alpha arrives, the others naturally fall in line, not because he's physically imposing in that moment, but because his presence alone projects authority and confidence. He doesn't need to act aggressively to maintain order. This type of respect and influence stems from his ability to embody power while keeping the group unified. For humans, this skill requires practice and emotional intelligence. It's about understanding how to read the room, identify sources of tension, and use words or gestures to diffuse hostility. A sharp tone, a carefully chosen phrase, or even silence at the right moment can redirect negative energy. Knowing how to manage conflict in this way earns you admiration and trust, not just fear. The truth is, the ability to de-escalate doesn't come naturally to everyone. It's a skill that must be cultivated over time, and it starts with learning self-control. If you can't manage your own emotions, how can you hope to calm someone else's? This is why knowing how to fight and being able to diffuse conflict are two sides of the same coin. When you're capable of defending yourself, you don't feel the need to prove your strength unnecessarily. Instead, your confidence allows you to approach volatile situations with patience and tact. Lastly, mastering this skill is about more than avoiding trouble, it's about setting an example. In a world where many people resolve disagreements with shouting, threats, or violence, being the man who can bring peace makes you stand out. People naturally look to a calm, composed leader for guidance. Whether it's breaking up a fight, resolving a workplace dispute, or stepping in during an argument among friends, the man who can settle conflicts without escalation becomes a pillar of strength for those around him. 3. Having a strong presence. Ever noticed how some men can walk into a room and instantly command respect without uttering a word? This isn't some mysterious, magical trait. It's a learned skill. A strong presence is the result of consistent habits and behaviors. Start with the basics. Offer a firm handshake, make eye contact when speaking, and stand tall with your chest out. When you meet another man's gaze, nod respectfully to acknowledge him. Charisma, in reality, is a behavior you can learn just like any other skill. However, faking these traits won't work. People can easily spot someone trying too hard, like the guy who squeezes hands too firmly or stares too long to seem intimidating. The best way to cultivate this presence is by surrounding yourself with strong, respectful men. This could be your father, a mentor, or even men in a fighting gym. Fighters, in particular, often have a quiet confidence and carry themselves with dignity. 4. Thinking critically. Deep, critical thinking is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. It's a tool that improves every aspect of your life. It helps you make better decisions, solve problems creatively, and engage in more meaningful conversations. Yet, in today's world of information overload, critical thinking is becoming a rare skill. Many people blindly accept what they're told without questioning it, while others cling to their own biases and refuse to consider alternative perspectives. But if you want to stand out and truly grow, you need to learn how to think critically. The first step is to approach every topic or problem with curiosity instead of assumption. Don't believe everything you hear, but at the same time, don't assume everything you already know is correct. This is harder than it sounds. Human nature pushes us to seek confirmation for what we already believe, while ignoring anything that challenges our worldview. But critical thinking requires you to go beyond that. It demands that you take a step back, question your assumptions, and genuinely consider other perspectives. For example, just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. Traditions, habits, and even laws can outlive their usefulness. By challenging the status quo and evaluating new methods or ideas, you not only open yourself to growth, but also uncover opportunities for innovation. Critical thinking also involves recognizing the limitations of your own knowledge. The most intelligent people are not those who claim to know everything, but those who understand how much they still have to learn. A great way to practice this is to seek out information that contradicts your opinions. It's uncomfortable at first, but it strengthens your ability to assess arguments objectively. Read books, listen to debates, and engage in conversations with people who see the world differently. By doing so, you sharpen your reasoning skills and expand your mental horizons. Another key aspect of critical thinking is learning to spot logical fallacies and biases, not just in others, but in yourself as well. Are you jumping to conclusions without enough evidence? Are you letting emotions cloud your judgment? Are you relying too much on authority figures or popular opinions instead of thinking independently? Catching these patterns in your own thought process is crucial for becoming a more rational, effective thinker. This skill also applies to everyday situations, from personal relationships to professional challenges. Imagine being faced with a difficult decision at work. Instead of panicking or choosing the first solution that comes to mind, critical thinking allows you to weigh the pros and cons, consider long-term consequences, and make a choice that aligns with your values and goals. Finally, remember that critical thinking is a practice, not a one-time achievement. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So question, analyze, and reflect regularly. Take the time to dive deep into topics that interest you, and don't shy away from complexity. The more you embrace this process, the more capable and confident you'll become in navigating life's challenges. 5. Managing your money. One of the most glaring gaps in our education system is the lack of financial literacy. Most schools focus on academic subjects but fail to teach practical skills like budgeting, investing, or even understanding the basics of credit and debt. As a result, too many men enter adulthood without a clue about managing their finances. This ignorance often leads to poor financial decisions, living paycheck to paycheck, and missing out on opportunities to build wealth. For men especially, financial stability is closely tied to personal confidence and the ability to provide for loved ones. Learning how to handle money isn't just about survival. It's a critical skill for living a fulfilling and independent life. Society often conditions us to believe that having a stable job and earning a consistent salary is the ultimate goal. But this mindset limits your potential. True financial freedom comes from shifting how you think about money, viewing it as a tool to create opportunities, not just something to spend or save. One great starting point is the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, which challenges traditional ideas about money and teaches you how to think like an investor. The lessons in this book emphasize the importance of assets, passive income, and making your money work for you. It's an eye-opener for anyone stuck in the cycle of trading time for money. The sooner you begin building financial literacy, the better equipped you'll be to navigate life's challenges. Start by learning the basics: how to budget effectively, avoid unnecessary debt, and set clear financial goals. Gradually, work on understanding more advanced concepts like investing, diversifying income streams, and planning for retirement. Remember, the journey to financial independence is a marathon, not a sprint. With consistent effort and smart choices, you can create a solid foundation that not only supports your dreams but also provides security for the people who depend on you. Mastering money management isn't just about growing your bank account. It's about gaining control over your future. 6. Handling stress. Your ability to manage stress directly influences your success. A man who panics under pressure will never outperform one who remains calm and rational in tough situations. Stress is a universal experience, and as a man, your responsibilities will naturally increase over time. Many stressors come from procrastination. If you're always rushing or feel overwhelmed, it's time to tackle this habit head-on. Start by listing everything you need to do and assigning deadlines. This simple act helps clear your mind and reduces stress. Prioritize tasks based on importance and urgency, and focus on one at a time until it's done. Being proactive rather than reactive will keep you in control, even during high-pressure moments. Society tends to forgive women for cracking under pressure but holds men to a different standard. As a man, you're expected to bear the burden of performance. Don't complain about it, embrace it as part of becoming stronger. If you're serious about leveling up in every area of life, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Until next time. Have you ever wondered why some women are drawn to older men? Picture this. You're at a party, and amidst the laughter and music, you notice a striking couple. She's vibrant and full of life, while he exudes a certain maturity and confidence that sets him apart. As you watch them, you can't help but ask yourself, what's the attraction? Why do women often choose older partners, defying societal norms and expectations? In today's fast-paced world, relationships are evolving in unexpected ways. The dynamic between younger women and older men can spark curiosity, judgment, and intrigue. While age gaps have always existed, the reasons behind these choices can be both surprising and revealing. Are older men simply more established, or is there something deeper at play? Let's dive into the 12 shocking truths that shed light on why women are increasingly gravitating toward older men. Understanding these truths is crucial, not just for the men who want to know what makes them attractive to younger women, but also for anyone curious about the complexities of modern relationships. Whether you're in a relationship with an older man, considering dating one, or simply intrigued by the phenomenon, these insights will challenge your perceptions and broaden your understanding. So, let's get started. 1. Maturity and emotional stability. One of the most compelling reasons women choose older men is the maturity and emotional stability they often bring to the table. Many younger men may still be navigating their identity and personal growth, while older men have typically settled into who they are. This stability can be incredibly appealing to women who crave a partner who can handle life's ups and downs with grace and wisdom. Imagine dating someone who can calmly navigate life's challenges instead of succumbing to impulsiveness or drama. An older man's life experience often translates to better communication skills and the ability to handle conflicts with poise. This maturity fosters a sense of security, allowing women to feel more at ease in the relationship. Additionally, older men are often more emotionally available, having learned to express their feelings in healthy ways. This emotional intelligence creates a deeper connection, allowing for more meaningful conversations and intimacy. Women appreciate having a partner who can truly listen, empathize, and support them through thick and thin. Ultimately, the allure of maturity and emotional stability is a powerful driving force behind women's attraction to older men. This dynamic can create a strong foundation for a lasting relationship built on mutual respect and understanding. 2. Life experience and wisdom. Age often comes with a wealth of life experiences, and women are drawn to the wisdom that older men possess. They've navigated various challenges, achieved personal and professional milestones, and gained insights that can only come from living through different seasons of life. This accumulated knowledge can be incredibly attractive, offering younger women valuable perspectives that they may not have encountered yet. Think about the stories older men can share. They've faced obstacles, learned from mistakes, and emerged stronger on the other side. When a woman engages with an older man, she's not just connecting with him. She's tapping into a reservoir of experiences that can enrich her life. This transfer of wisdom creates an intellectually stimulating dynamic that many younger women find irresistible. Moreover, older men can serve as mentors, guiding their partners through decisions and uncertainties. Their ability to offer sound advice based on real-world experience can be a significant advantage in a relationship. Women appreciate having someone who can help them navigate their own journeys with thoughtful insights and practical guidance. Ultimately, the appeal of life experience and wisdom is a testament to the depth that older men can bring into a relationship. Women are often drawn to partners who can inspire them, challenge their thinking, and provide the support they need as they embark on their own life adventures. 3. Financial stability. In an era where financial security is paramount, many women find themselves gravitating toward older men who have established careers and stable incomes. Older men often have the advantage of being more financially secure, having spent years building their careers and saving for the future. This stability can be a significant factor for women looking for long-term relationships. Imagine feeling secure in your relationship, knowing that your partner can contribute to a comfortable lifestyle and future plans. Older men often have a clearer vision of financial goals, from investments to home ownership, and women appreciate being with someone who is on solid footing. This financial stability can alleviate the stress that often accompanies younger relationships, where financial uncertainty may loom large. Furthermore, a man's financial savvy can be an attractive trait. Women are often drawn to partners who are responsible with their finances, demonstrating maturity and foresight. This trait can create a sense of partnership, where both individuals can work together toward common goals, whether it's saving for a house, traveling, or building a family. Ultimately, financial stability is not just about money. It's about the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're with someone who is prepared for the future. Women often seek out older men for this sense of security, allowing them to focus on building a strong emotional connection without the added pressures of financial uncertainty. 4. Established life goals. When it comes to relationships, women often seek partners who have clear life goals and ambitions. Older men are typically more established in their careers and personal lives, which can translate into a strong sense of direction. This clarity is incredibly appealing to women who are also seeking purpose and meaning in their own lives. Imagine dating someone who has already figured out their path and is actively pursuing their dreams. This sense of ambition can be contagious, inspiring younger women to pursue their goals with renewed vigor. The dynamic can create a partnership where both individuals support each other's aspirations, fostering a nurturing environment for personal growth. Moreover, older men often have a better understanding of what they want in life, which can lead to more meaningful conversations about the future. They are more likely to discuss important topics like family, career goals, and lifestyle choices, creating a solid foundation for a lasting relationship. This alignment of goals can enhance the overall connection and create a sense of shared purpose. Ultimately, the appeal of established life goals is a driving force behind women's attraction to older men. Women appreciate partners who are not only ambitious but also committed to building a fulfilling life together. 5. Better communication skills. Effective communication is a cornerstone of any successful relationship, and older men often excel in this area. Years of experience navigating various relationships, both personal and professional, can enhance their ability to articulate thoughts and feelings. This skill is particularly appealing to women who value open and honest dialogue. Imagine being with someone who knows how to express themselves clearly and listen actively. Older men often prioritize communication, ensuring that both partners feel heard and understood. This ability to communicate openly can help avoid misunderstandings and resolve conflicts in a constructive manner. Moreover, older men may approach conversations with more patience and empathy. They've likely learned the importance of active listening, creating a space where women feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and emotions. This level of emotional intelligence can foster a deeper connection, making the relationship more fulfilling. Ultimately, the emphasis on better communication skills is a significant factor in why women choose older men. The ability to connect on a deeper level through meaningful conversations can lead to a more profound bond and a stronger partnership. 6. Emotional support and security. Many women seek relationships that provide emotional support and security, and older men often excel in this area. With their maturity and life experience, they can offer reassurance and comfort during challenging times. This emotional stability is incredibly appealing, especially for younger women navigating their own uncertainties. Picture having a partner who is there for you through life's ups and downs, offering a steady presence when things get tough. Older men often understand the importance of being emotionally available, creating a safe space for their partners to express their feelings. This support can strengthen the relationship and foster a sense of trust and security. Furthermore, older men may approach emotional situations with a level of calmness and understanding that younger partners find reassuring. They've often faced their own struggles and can relate to the challenges that younger women experience. This shared understanding can create a powerful bond, as both partners feel supported and valued. Ultimately, the desire for emotional support and security is a crucial reason why women are attracted to older men. A partner who can provide stability and reassurance can enhance the overall quality of the relationship, making it more fulfilling and meaningful. 7. Shared interests and hobbies. Women are often drawn to older men because of the diverse interests and hobbies they bring to the table. With years of experience, older men tend to have a variety of passions and pursuits that can enrich their relationships. This breadth of experience can lead to exciting conversations and shared activities that younger women find captivating. Imagine exploring new hobbies or interests with a partner who has a wealth of knowledge to share. Whether it's traveling to new destinations, trying out different cuisines, or engaging in intellectual discussions, the dynamic can be incredibly stimulating. Older men often have the time and resources to pursue their interests, allowing younger women to experience new facets of life. Moreover, shared interests can create common ground that strengthens the relationship. When partners enjoy similar activities, it fosters a sense of companionship and camaraderie. This shared experience can lead to lasting memories and deepen the bond between partners. Ultimately, the appeal of shared interests and hobbies is a significant factor in why women choose older men. The opportunity to explore life together and discover new passions can create a vibrant and fulfilling relationship. 8. Respect for independence. Younger women often value their independence, and older men are typically more respectful of this aspect of their partners' lives. Older men have often been through various relationships and understand the importance of allowing their partners to maintain their individuality. This respect for independence creates a healthy dynamic where both partners can thrive. Imagine being with someone who encourages you to pursue your passions and supports your personal growth. Older men are often more secure in themselves and less likely to feel threatened by their partner's independence. This creates a balanced relationship where both individuals can pursue their goals while still enjoying each other's company. Additionally, older men may appreciate the importance of giving each other space, understanding that a successful relationship requires both partners to flourish individually. This respect fosters a sense of trust and freedom, allowing women to feel empowered in their choices. Ultimately, the respect for independence is a compelling reason why women are attracted to older men. The ability to nurture one's individuality while being part of a supportive partnership can create a fulfilling and harmonious relationship. 9. Passion and intimacy. Older men often bring a wealth of experience to the table, not just in life but also in relationships. This experience can translate to a deeper understanding of intimacy and passion, which many women find appealing. The maturity that comes with age often results in a more thoughtful and considerate approach to romance. Picture a relationship where passion is not just about physical intimacy but also emotional connection. Older men often recognize the importance of building a strong emotional foundation, which can lead to a more fulfilling intimate relationship. Women appreciate partners who prioritize both emotional and physical closeness, creating a more profound bond. Moreover, older men are often more attuned to their partner's needs and desires. They've likely had enough experience to understand the importance of communication and attentiveness in intimate moments. This level of understanding can lead to more satisfying and meaningful experiences for both partners. Ultimately, the combination of passion and intimacy is a significant factor in why women choose older men. The ability to connect on multiple levels creates a dynamic that can lead to a deeply fulfilling relationship. 10. Less drama and more stability. In the realm of dating, drama can be exhausting, and many women seek partners who bring stability to their lives. Older men, having often matured past the tumultuous phases of younger relationships, can offer a more peaceful and grounded dynamic. This absence of drama is incredibly appealing, especially for women who are looking for a stable and supportive partnership. Imagine being in a relationship where conflicts are handled with maturity rather than chaos. Older men often have better conflict resolution skills, allowing them to approach disagreements with a level-headed perspective. This stability creates a safe space for women to express their thoughts and feelings without fear of unnecessary drama. Furthermore, older men may have a better understanding of what they want in a relationship, leading to clearer expectations and communication. This clarity can help avoid misunderstandings and frustrations that often arise in younger relationships. Women appreciate being with someone who can provide a sense of calm and reassurance amid life's uncertainties. Ultimately, the promise of less drama and more stability is a powerful draw for women attracted to older men. This dynamic fosters a nurturing environment where both partners can thrive without the burden of unnecessary conflict. 11. Appreciation for life's simple pleasures. Older men often possess a unique appreciation for life's simple pleasures, which can be refreshing for younger women. They tend to understand the value of slowing down and enjoying the moment, whether it's savoring a quiet evening at home or taking a leisurely stroll through nature. This appreciation can create a grounding presence in a fast-paced world. Imagine being with someone who values quality time over extravagant outings. Older men often prioritize meaningful experiences, focusing on building a genuine connection rather than keeping up with societal pressures. This ability to find joy in simple moments can enhance the overall quality of the relationship, making every experience feel special. Moreover, older men may introduce younger women to new ways of enjoying life, whether through cooking, gardening, or engaging in thoughtful conversations. This shared appreciation for life's pleasures can create a sense of harmony and togetherness, strengthening the bond between partners. Ultimately, The ability to appreciate life's simple pleasures is a compelling reason why women are drawn to older men. This perspective fosters a nurturing environment where both individuals can cherish their time together, creating lasting memories. 12. A different perspective on love. As people age, their perspectives on love and relationships often evolve. Older men tend to have a more nuanced understanding of what love truly means, having experienced its complexities firsthand. This different perspective can be incredibly appealing to younger women who are still navigating their feelings and desires. Picture being in a relationship where love is viewed as a partnership built on mutual respect and understanding. Older men often recognize that love requires effort, compromise, and communication. This mature approach can create a more fulfilling relationship where both partners feel valued and appreciated. Moreover, older men may have a better understanding of the importance of vulnerability in love. They've likely learned that true intimacy comes from being open and honest about feelings, fears, and desires. This willingness to be vulnerable can create a safe space for younger women to express themselves and build a deeper emotional connection. Ultimately, the different perspective on love is a significant factor in why women choose older men. This maturity fosters a nurturing environment where both partners can explore their emotions and grow together. As we've explored these 12 shocking truths, it's clear that the attraction between younger women and older men is a multifaceted phenomenon. From emotional stability and life experience to the appreciation of simple pleasures, the reasons are as diverse as the individuals involved. Understanding these dynamics not only sheds light on modern relationships but also challenges societal norms surrounding age and love. If you find yourself navigating the waters of an age-gap relationship, remember that every partnership is unique. Embrace the qualities that draw you to your partner and recognize the value of the connection you share. Whether you're an older man seeking a younger partner or a younger woman drawn to an older man, it's essential to foster mutual respect, understanding, and communication. In the end, love knows no age, and the bonds we create can defy expectations and stereotypes. So, celebrate the journey of love and connection, regardless of age, and cherish the unique experiences that make each relationship special.